Nobody warns you about this. One ordinary afternoon, a song begins to play, and without asking permission, it opens a door you thought had been closed for years. It's the same melody you've heard countless times, the same voice, the same words. Nothing about the music has changed. You have. Suddenly, the room feels quieter. The coffee in your hand grows cold. Your eyes drift toward the window, but you're no longer looking outside. You're somewhere else entirely. You're sitting in the back seat of your parents' old car. You're dancing barefoot in a kitchen that doesn't exist anymore. You're driving home after your first job. You're holding someone's hand for what turned out to be the last time without knowing it. The strange thing is, the song never tells you to remember. It simply waits, patiently, year after year, until one day your heart is finally ready to hear what it was carrying all along. When we are young, songs become the soundtrack of our lives. We play them loudly while chasing dreams that seem endless. We attach them to birthdays, road trips, late-night conversations, weddings, quiet mornings, and ordinary afternoons that never felt important at the time. Back then, we thought we were collecting favorite songs. We didn't realize we were collecting pieces of ourselves. And perhaps that's why old music feels different now. Every note has gathered more meaning than it originally had. Every chorus carries faces that have aged, voices that have gone silent, homes that have been sold, and moments that can never be lived again. A melody that once made you smile can suddenly bring tears, not because it has become sad, but because it reminds you of someone who is no longer sitting beside you when it plays. The music stayed exactly where it was. Life kept moving, and somewhere between those two things, your heart learned how deeply it could remember. There comes a quiet moment when you stop asking why the song hurts and begin to understand what the pain is trying to tell you. It isn't only about loss. It's about proof. Proof that you loved deeply enough for a melody to carry someone's laughter decades later. Proof that an ordinary afternoon became unforgettable without announcing itself. Proof that the life you sometimes worry past too quickly was, in fact, filled with moments worth remembering. Perhaps it's the hidden gift of growing older. You begin to hear more than the instruments. Between the verses, you hear the footsteps of the people who walk beside you. In the pauses, you hear conversations that ended years ago. In the final notes, you hear the quiet truth that nothing beautiful ever disappears completely. It simply changes the place where it lives. Some memories leave our minds. We forget dates. We forget names. We forget exactly what happened on a certain day. But somehow, a familiar song remembers for us. It gathers the scattered pieces and gently places them back into our hands, not to make us live in the past, but to remind us that the past is still part of who we are. So if an old song makes you stop what you're doing, if your eyes become a little heavier, if you find yourself smiling through tears you didn't expect, don't rush to turn it off. Stay with it for a little while. Let it finish what it came to say. Because one day, someone else may hear that same melody and think of you. They may remember your laugh, your advice, your embrace, or the quiet comfort of simply having you near. And maybe that's what songs have been doing all along. Not preserving the music, but preserving us. Long after the moments are gone, they keep whispering that we were here, that we loved, that we were loved, and that some parts of a life are simply too beautiful for time to erase.